There's always a new Apple rumor that we can talk about, and sometimes it's even hard to keep track of all of it. I have a lot of other videos here in the channel if you like to check those out. I talk about the iPhone 12 and a lot of other Apple products, but today we're gonna cover all the new rumors about the Apple Watch Series 6, the new iPad, and more. So let's get into it. Before we get started, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. So as I've said, the first thing that we're covering today is the Apple Watch Series 6. Love to Dream tweeted that there is no watch this month. So this is saying that all the rumors that we've been hearing about the Apple Watch being released in September may not be true. However, this goes against of everything that Jon Prosser is telling us. He believes that the Apple Watch and the new iPad will be released on the week 37th of this year, so around September 7th, via press release. He also said that he's being told that something is happening on Apple's website on Tuesday, September 8th, between 9 and 12 Eastern. So as you probably know, Apple usually releases the new Apple Watch alongside with the new iPhones in September. And as you know, the iPhone is postponed to maybe October. So I believe, this is my opinion, I believe that Apple would probably release the Apple Watch because they don't want to spend a whole month without new releases. But as you guys know, rumors are rumors, and it's very hard to tell 100% sure if this is happening or not. Going back to Love to Dream's tweet, there's nothing else talking about other products, only the watch. So this may be something telling us that the new iPad Air may be coming. So we had nothing here, no mention here about other products. So this gives us hope. However, a few things to consider about the Apple Watch before we move on to the new iPad is that a new patent was spotted by Patently Apple, and it's covering new health features, the gesture controls, and a lot more. So let's go all the way down so we can check all the features that this patent covers. And as I've previously said, it covers gestures, similar to Race to Wake. Similar to this, an algorithm which would enable the Apple Watch to recognize which limb it was on. Some health features in this patent too, including blood oxygen monitoring, a feature present on a few different smartwatches now, and one that many hoped would come to the Apple Watch. This has been a rumor for quite some time now, so we hope that this happens on the Apple Watch Series 6. However, all the other new features that this patent had may not happen this year and may not even happen at all, because usually companies file patents for things they are also only testing. So I guess we will see. But something else that was found was other health features mentioned include medical alerts, so you can set yourself health-related reminders to take medication, for example, dietary and nutritional advice, and other health data. But there's less information on how these would be implemented. And as I've said here, I'm going to read this for you guys. As stated, we don't know when or if we'll see these features in an Apple Watch. But if Apple wants to stay competitive with a slew of other great smartwatches on the market, it will need to keep finding new features to add. So we don't know for sure what's happening with all of these new features, but I guess we will see. Now, moving on to the iPad Air, there are a lot of rumors going over this, and basically we are not sure if the new iPad Air is going to be released or the new iPad. As you can see here, alleged iPad Air 4 pamphlet shows new full screen design, Touch ID power button, and USB-C. This iPad really seems to me like the new iPad Pro. I really don't think this looks like an iPad Air or an iPad. But as Love to Dream said, let's open this So as you guys can see here, this is an alleged iPad Air 4 pamphlet that shows new full screen design, Touch ID power button, and USB-C. Earlier this week, leaker Love to Dream reported that Apple was developing a new iPad Air model featuring full screen design and a Touch ID power button. So this means that this iPad wouldn't have a Touch ID home button, it would have a Touch ID power button. And it's also a full screen design, which is very different for an iPad Air. And as you guys can see, the iPad Air is supposed to be priced in between the iPad and the iPad Pro. So I don't see how this iPad would look like this photo, because it definitely looks like a Pro iPad, an iPad Pro. So it wouldn't be the same price range, correct? What do you guys think? Minchiquo believes that a new iPad is coming in the fall, so the iPad 8 and an iPad mini in 2020. Now, Doinry shared these images with us of what appears to be instructions for the iPad Air, allegedly. So as I told you guys, it's going to have an edge-to-edge display, no home button, and as a smart connector, so you can use the Magic Keyboard with it. This iPad is also supposed to have a USB-C port. And I don't know, you guys, just let me know down below in the comments what you think, because this is very confusing to me. I really don't believe that Apple is going to release an iPad Air that looks like the iPad Pro and charge the same thing as they are used to charge for the iPad Air. So it's kind of confusing. However, Apple is expected to refresh their iPads, so I guess we will see. Before moving on to the AirPods Studio that we are also going to be talking about today, there's also this post about 91 Mobiles. Here we have schematics of this new iPad that looks like the iPad Pro. It has an iPad Pro-like design and Magic Keyboard support. As you can see here, it says that it will have thinner bezels around the screen, Face ID sensors above the display. So 91 Mobiles says that it won't have that Touch ID power button. This iPad would have Face ID, so it looks even more alike to the iPad Pro, and no Touch ID fingerprint sensor. On the back, it would be a single camera with LED flash, and the schematics also show the iPad 2020 will have a magnetic connector on the back for the Magic Keyboard support. So this shows us a little bit more an iPad that really looks like the iPad Pro. So guys, I want answers. Let me know what you guys think. And now let's move on to another product, the AirPods Studio. As you guys already know, Apple already released the AirPods and AirPods Pro. However, Apple is rumored to be working on high-end over-ear headphones that could be called the AirPods Studio. This was first found by 9to5Mac in one of the iOS 14 codes that leaked a while back. So now this is getting more real, guys. And it says here on Mac Rumors that the AirPods Studio are Apple-branded high-end over-the-ear headphones that will join the AirPods lineup. Launching this fall, supposedly, AirPods Studio could be priced at $349. So the expected features are active noise cancellation, transparency mode, equalizer settings, head and neck detection, swappable ear cups and padding, the price tag that we already talked about, and fall 2020 launch date. So as I always say, rumors are always rumors. We have no way of knowing 100% for sure when things are going to be released, but it's highly possible that Apple releases this alongside with the iPhone 12 or Apple Watch Series 6. So if the Apple Watch is released in September, maybe the AirPods Studio are going to be released in September as well. And if Apple releases the iPhone 12 in October, we may see the AirPod Studio in October. So let's wait to find more about this. And now moving on to the MacBook, it's possible that the 12-inch MacBook Pro is returning in ARM form. So with the first Apple Silicon for MacBooks with 15 to 20 hour battery life. Guys, this is huge. If this MacBook comes back, I know it's going to be an awesome choice for a lot of you. This MacBook is supposed to have a Retina display, the A14X processor, USB-C, less than 1 kilogram. Let's see how much this is in pounds, because I don't remember. It says here 1 kilogram as well. But I feel like the biggest thing is that it can reach 15 to 20 hours of battery life. So this is huge. If you're someone that needs portability, this is definitely going to be one awesome option for you. And last but not least, Apple is possibly developing the last ambition option of the wireless charging following AirPower cancellation. As you guys probably already heard before, they canceled the AirPower project a while ago, but they are probably still working on a smaller version. Ming-Chi Kuo believes that Apple is indeed working on this, and the release date may be with the new iPhones. I guess we will see. And this is all for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed all this new Apple rumors. I'm gonna try to come back as soon as I can with more leaks and rumors for you guys. And don't forget that there are a lot of other videos here in the channel. If you are interested, please check them out. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.